What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing my top picks for Thursday's main NBA DFS slate. All right, guys, so before we get started, let's go ahead and drop a like for me, please. It really helps out the channel. And as always, guys, please leave your comments below. Let me know who your favorite plays, who you love, and who you hate. And then also, guys, if you're new to DraftKings addict, please don't forget to subscribe before you go. All right, guys, so before I got ready to record the video, we had some major news drop. In case you guys have not heard, but these two guys here, Kristaps Porzingis and Doncic, are going to be joining forces, right? All right, so a big trade just came out, guys, so let's go ahead and break it down. So Draft Dashboard is my favorite tool of choice for research. Alrighty, so there's a 30-day trial for $1. The link is in the description of this video. Check it out if you like what you see. So let's go ahead and break down our favorite plays for today's slate. So on the main slate, we have a 7-game slate, 2-game turbo, and a 2-game night. Alrighty, so at point guard, at the top, some of my favorite plays right now is going to be Lou Will going up against the Lakers. All right, this game is projected to be a 230-point over and under game, only separated by 4 points. We have a couple of people like Kuzma, that's a game time decision, and Avery Bradley. Alrighty, but needs to say, Sweet Lou comes off the bench. As you can see, he's been on fire the last couple of games, putting up 40, 38, and 65 off the bench. Now, if you look at his history versus LA, he's had a couple of games where he's hit 50. Alrighty, they don't have their top defender in Ball. He's out. They do have Rajon Rondo, but this Lakers team is a team that you can score up against. So I do like Lou Williams on this slate at that price. All right, I can't trust Kyle Lowry. I'm so sorry. All right, Rajon Rondo, 7K, a little pricey, no thank you. I was on Dennis Smith Jr., but because of the trade, he shouldn't be eligible to play tonight. All right, so we're going to go ahead and X him out. Right over to the right, we're going to hit exclude player on that one. All right, Shabazz Napier. Now, you look at this guy, man. He's been on fire as well. 34 and 42 in the last 2 games, and he gets a matchup versus a tough San Antonio team when it comes to the defense. But this game is projected to be 227 points scored. All righty, so he's somebody that we definitely could consider, but I'm liking Reggie Jackson. Just to be honest, with all the news with Dallas, this game is still projected to be only a 6-point differential. All righty, let me refresh it just to make sure. Yep, 6-point differential, 206 points scored. First game on the slate. These guys are going to be highly owned, and so for me, this guy is a ownership play. I think Reggie Jackson is going to have a lot of ownership. Been a lot of talk about him in the industry. So Reggie Jackson, again, he's had a great history versus them, putting up 30, 35, and 32 in the last 3 or the 4 games that he's played versus them. So he has a positive track record at 4.7K. And if you look at Detroit, they don't have Ish Smith. Bullock is a game time decision, so they're a little tight on guards and small forwards. So Reggie Jackson should play 30 to 35 minutes in this game, as long as it's not a 30-point blowout, because Dallas is a little short of players right now. All righty, but Reggie Jackson at 4.7K should be a safe play for cash games. All right, Steph Curry 8.9K is too cheap in my opinion to ignore, so definitely keep him on your radar. All righty, going up against Philly, high over and under game. I believe that's it's the next to last game on the slate. Oh, they're both at 9:30. So the LA games is at 9:30, and the Golden State and Philly game is at 9:30 as well. So should be a good game there. But I like Steph Curry at 8.9K. All righty, I know they got Jimmy Butler over there in Philly, but Curry can light him up too. So let's get it. And they're at home. So, you know, Curry likes to show out in front of the crowd, you know, doing dances and celebrations before the shot even drops. So this Jalen Brunson kid just became one of the most valuable players on the slate at 3.4K. All right, I'm sure he's going to get the start. Dallas doesn't have anybody else for guards, okay? You know, J.J. Barea is already out. Doncic is a game-time decision. So this guy should get all the minutes he can handle at 3.4K. He does not need to do much to pay off that value. So he's pretty much a lock, just to be honest, at 3.4K. Alrighty, so that's all my point guards. So at shooting guard, we're going to have some of the same similar plays. Alrighty, with Reggie Jackson being multi-positional eligible. So is Curry. All right, we already talked. Well, Wes Matthews is another guy that was involved in that trade. So go ahead and make sure you X him out because, again, we don't expect him to have any to be able to play tonight with the trade going down. We already talked about Brunson. All right, so it looks like that's all my guards, man. Cool. So one guy I do want to put on the radar, guys, as a I guess a punter or a flyer, Gonna be Mr. Iguodala, man. If you look at his last couple of games, he's scoring 24, 21, and 33 in his last 3 games. In this game versus Philly, all right, should be a good game. And at 3.9K, I would take a couple of shots with Andre Iguodala. So I'm gonna add him onto my player pool. Who else we got on here? Let me know who you like in the comments below, guys, at shooting guard. I know there's a couple of guys over in Milwaukee that are questionable from my understanding, right? Let me go see. Or are they already playing? Let's see. Jamal Murray, Kyrie Irving. Where is it at? I could have swore I saw that a couple of guards for Minnesota Milwaukee were questionable. So keep an eye on that news. It looks like they're good to play. Oh yeah, he's listed as available to play. So is Brogdon. So cool. All right. So let's go on to the next spot. It's gonna be the small forward. We already talked about Sweet Lou. I like Sweet Lou. All right, Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, going up against Toronto. Toronto, they can't play defense. They're trash. All right, if you look at the over and under, 232 points, one of the highest over and unders on the slate, and there's only a 2-point differential between the teams, 2.5 points. And so, that being said, Giannis is gonna be on the floor. He's gonna get the minutes. He's gonna get the usage. He's gonna get the rebounds and points. All right, the question is, does he put up a 50 burger tonight, or does he put up a 75 burger? All right, but I do like Giannis on this slate going up against Toronto. They have not been able to put away teams. This could be a nice high-scoring game. Give me some Giannis Antetokounmpo at 10.6K. With all the value that just opened up in Dallas, we could have multiple stars and scrub night, guys. Stars and scrub. So, Aaron Gordon is somebody that I did like at the beginning of the slate when I was doing my research. But now with all the value, I'm not sure if I will be paying for Mr. Aaron Gordon. But he's in a nice spot. All right, 6.8K. A banged-up Indiana team. He's hot. He's on a hot streak, 48, 43, and 40. All right, and he's had great success versus Indiana in the past. So he's definitely somebody that I want to consider as well. Jimmy Buckets is coming off a 47-point game, gets Golden State today. Does he step up to this game, or is he out with a hand injury? Let's see. I think he's right now he's slated to play. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, no kind of injury designations right now. So Jimmy Buckets could be in play at 7.4K in this Golden State game, and that game could be competitive. And him, Simmons, and Embiid are going to be the main contributors on this team. So right now I don't have him in my player pool, but definitely keep an eye on Jimmy Buckets, man. That could be a good value play there. So, alrighty. So those are my favorite small forwards at the moment. Again, guys, not the only plays, but they're my favorite at the moment. Also a little further down here, guys, with all the news coming out for Dallas, Finney Smith should be somebody that we consider, man. Finney Smith. I guess he a power forward. What the heck? Finney Smith, the power forward? Tell me something. All right. So, keep an eye out for Finney Smith. He's definitely somebody that we want to keep an eye out for on Dallas squad. So, a power forward, again, we already talked about Giannis. LaMarcus Aldridge is in play versus Brooklyn. All right, guys, but let's just keep an eye on that. He's been playing a lot lately, and we got a questionable tag on Mr. DeRozan. But DeRozan is out again. I'm locking in Aldridge. He's going to get all the usage and all the minutes he can handle. And at 8.3K going up against Brooklyn, he could be a good play on this slate. DeMarcus Cousins is a good play. I know he's on a minute restriction around 24, 25 minutes. But as you can see, he's putting up 35, 37, and 31 in the last 3 games. And he's had great success versus Philly in the past. But he's somebody I'm definitely considering at 6.7K. Siakam is my favorite power forward on the slate. Alrighty, at 6.2K going up against Milwaukee. Again, it should be a fun, high-scoring game, very competitive and a close game. So at 6.2K, he's going to be a good value because he's playing 36-plus minutes in 2 of the last 3 games. So I do like Siakam. Same thing with Draymond Green. Again, this Golden State Philly game could be a nice primetime game. So at 6.2K, he's too cheap. As you can see, he scored 35, 49, 61, and 48 in the last 4 matchups versus Philly. Draymond Green, 6K, going to be on the floor at home like Draymond Green. Same thing with Ibaka. Again, the Toronto and Milwaukee and the Golden State and Philly games are my 2 favorite games on the slate, guys. And then third would be the Lakers versus the Clippers. But, those other 2 are my favorite games on the slate right now, guys. So, Harrison Barnes, I just put him on here because of the news with the Dallas Mavericks having all the injuries. But I'm going to be honest, I don't even like Barnes. Even in this situation, I don't like him. But he's on my radar. I got him. I'm going to have him in a couple of lineups just because he could be somebody that could be high on. If he goes off for 45 DraftKings points and I don't have him, that could be a problem. Alrighty, but I had to mention him. So there you go. There go Dorian Finney-Smith. All right, at 3.8K, this guy's a great value. I actually prefer him over Barnes because of this price. At 3.8K, he's going to get more minutes now and more usage and more production. So at 3.8K, he does not have to do much to pay off value, and he gets a trash Detroit defense, even though they're highly rated over here. They're garbage. All right, Maxi Kluber, he's in play as well. Again, if you look at the current projected lineup for Dallas, he's the starting center. Alrighty, so if he's announced to start 3.7K, again, too cheap of a value to ignore. I'm locking him in at 3.7K as well, along with Finney-Smith and the Brunson kid, the guard. So at center, last but not least, we got a lot of the same plays here, guys. Actually, they're all the same plays as power forward. So I considered Drummond. So if you look at Drummond, man, Dallas, no DeAndre Jordan. Drummond could have a nice 2020. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw Drummond in my player pool there, man. All right, so at 8K, Drummond can easily put up 55, 60 DraftKings points versus his team, but I really have a hard time trusting Detroit players, man. And like I said, I like that Milwaukee and that Golden State game a lot more. So, all right, guys, so that's all my plays for today, guys. So, a lot of news been dropping today, guys. So, go on over to Twitter. All right, at DK_Addict is my screen name. And go ahead and make sure that you're following at Fantasy Labs NBA. All right, so that way you can get all the updates to any player news or any situations that may affect fantasy lineup. So once you guys get done selecting your player pool by hitting the radio button over here, guys, you can go over here to the lineup optimizer and let Draft Dashboard optimize your lineup. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit save lineup, lock it in, and you're good to go. All right. So, or you can randomize it, and also if you want to adjust a player, like let's say you don't like Bullock, you got $100 left, you could upgrade him or downgrade him and upgrade another play. Like if I want to go with Danny Green instead for whatever reason. Ugh. But long story short, you can go in here and you can change and move around players depending on how much salary that you have available. So, and then lock in that lineup and keep it moving. Also, you have a mass lineup generator where you can build 10 to 100 lineups in Draft Dashboard. Alrighty. And you can download the CSV file, upload that to DraftKings or FanDuel, and you're good to go. Also, we have the cheat sheet as well, guys. So a lot of good value here in Draft Dashboard. Check it out. 30-day trial for $1. Link is in the description of the video. All right, guys. So here's my favorite plays right now, guys. So Reggie Jackson at point guard going up against a shorthanded Detroit team. Also, Ish Smith is out. And Dallas is limited on guard, so Reggie Jackson should get a good amount of run. As you can see, he's been playing 30-plus minutes in the last 3 games. All righty. This Brunson kid should get a lot of run with the recent news of the trades. And as you can see, when he played 30-plus minutes, he got somewhere between 20 and 40 DraftKings points. That's a nice range of points for a guy that's 3.4K. So I'm locking him in. Dorian Finney-Smith, again, has had history versus Detroit in the past. 17 minutes in 1 game. He put up 26 DraftKings points. So at 3.8K, he should get a lot of run, a lot of usage with the shortage of help in Dallas with the recent trade news. So give me Dorian Finney-Smith. Siakam at home versus Milwaukee. They're going to need the tall, big bodies there in Toronto to play with Milwaukee. And so at 6.2K, this kid is a great value. As you can see, 3 games versus this team, he's averaging 40 DraftKings points. So at 6.2K, I cannot ignore him. Maxi Kluber, again, the Dallas value. I'm locking him in. Not even going to overthink it. Not going to try to get cute with it. And I want me some Giannis Antetokounmpo. Alrighty, at 10.6K. Should be a lock for 60-plus DraftKings points tonight. All right, that leaves me 8.8K, so I can give me a couple of pieces of that Golden State Philly game. Or if I want to drop off Giannis, I can get a couple of pieces of that game. So a lot of options here, guys. Looks like a stars and scrub type of night. So good luck on today's slate. Drop your comments below, guys. Please like the video before you go. And also, if you're new to DraftKings Addict, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll holler at you guys tomorrow. See you on Friday.